Well, welcome back. Part 2. We have done opening like you own it, and now it's time for Miracle in the Middle. I'm National Sales Director Roya Mattis, and I'm excited to bring you the middle, the product part. It's such a juicy, delicious, fun part. I want to start with this saying, success is where preparation and opportunity meet. Preparation and opportunity meet. Congratulations on preparing yourself for your opportunities that are before you. So let's dive in. This business is not magical. It's mathematical. So the more that you do, the more you'll have in every aspect. The more abundance you'll have, the more confidence you'll have, the more customers you'll have, the more money you'll have, the more business partners you'll have, and on and on and on. So just get in there and fail forward to success. Every success is through failure. And that was one of the hardest things for me to grasp. As a child of running her life to avoid failure and only throwing my heart halfway across the line in case I didn't make it so I'd have something else to blame other than myself, the greatest lesson I learned in my very first year of business was you cannot fail if you do not quit. So simply commit to never quit and get up one more time than you fail. You don't have to worry about many times, just one more time. And remember, it's never what happens to us. It's the meaning we attach that happens to us. So give this playtime, this practice time, a great meaning, a meaning that you are priming as a primed athlete, and you're out in the field practicing for the big games of your life. Big games can't happen without the practice. So get out there and practice. So why a flip chart? A flip chart is super important so you can become duplicatable. As you grow your organization, you've got to pass it on and pass it on easy. It's strategic as a business owner, working smarter and not harder, and ensuring that you're going to work full circle by booking, coaching, selling, and adding business partners at your parties. That is full circle. And then you're passing that skill on. You know, your product sales is for now, but your business partners is your security of the future. And so marrying the two of them, owning this skill through just reading your flip chart and passing that on multiplies your effort so that the times that you can't work, you still have income coming in all the time. Shorter, yes, this party could be shorter. We could eliminate a bunch of things, but I want to share with you why it's not going to be the shortest skincare class. It's going to be the Getting the Results skincare class. In my opinion, in my humble opinion, if I'm going to work to get in front of people, I want to maximize that opportunity. It can be a challenge sometimes. So if I'm going to get in front of people, let me maximize that opportunity. If you're getting the results you've never had before, or getting these results you've been looking forward to because you're following this flip chart, post in the comments below if you're watching YouTube, or if you're on our family our family website, go into our private cheering section and share with your sisters so that they can keep going for it and playing in the field as well. Half the face. I'm going to talk to you about half the face. The product should not be put in the initial demonstration on the entire face. That requires a lot of selling skills. We are consultants, and we're consulting and preparing their lifetime skills for their own skin and to be able to duplicate what they've been shown. But when you put it on the entire face, you're really having to sell why they need it, rather than letting them observe from themselves and make their own educated decision about the product. Thank goodness Mary Kay's done a tremendous job to show up. Now it takes up to 12 weeks to see a major difference. And really it takes 3 weeks to go through the adjustment period for a lot of people's skin. In fact, they may have breakouts occurring during that process, and that can be normal. In fact, as a side note, if someone is prone to acne in general or does not regularly mask or regularly exfoliate, even though the product feels very gentle, it's a very deep cleaning and rich product. in that, not that it's clogging the pores, but that it's highly effective. And so it will naturally bring the impurities out. Well, for some people, when the impurities come out of the surface, they will get breakouts and think that it's not working. Whereas in fact, it's like when you go to the gym and your muscles hurt. Well, there's some burn to gain a muscle. There's some not pretty to get to the pretty. You gotta push through and get through that and get it out. And then they're gonna have the most amazing skin. So it takes up to 3 weeks for the adjustment period. And then they're gonna have cleaner skin with less impurities than ever before. However, if they continue to have breakouts or continue to have issues after 3 weeks, you're going to want to make adjustments. Now, sidebar, if they're having itching, burning, or rashes, they need to stop immediately. And then you can reintroduce one product at a time after the skin settles for several days, and then pause on that product, introduce a different one for several days to find out what the culprit is. I'm going to give you my own personal testimony. I went through the process myself. I was actually not a Mary Kay product user when I started. I just took heed that it was the #1 best loved brand in the country and thought there must be something in it that other people, that I would love if it was if it had so much brand loyalty. I had cystic acne, I had blackheads, I had tons of oil. I was using a hodgepodge of this and that. So when I started Mary Kay, when I started the business, I started being a Mary Kay product user. At first, the skincare was not working for me. I kept working with it. I changed my formula. For the longest time, I used Time-Wise, which was the #1 seller for most people. I got cystic acne using Time-Wise. It did not work for my skin, and it wouldn't go away. So I had to change formulas. Does that mean that Mary Kay was not for me? No. Then I ended up using cleanser from here, moisturizer from there, etc. And I got the most amazing results. I love being a consultant because I could work with it more than the average consumer would. So we can mix and match within our own brand lines. They are all formulated to work together. It is not mixing within our own brand. So you can mix and match within our lines to find the perfect formula for you. And half the face lets them see if it makes a little difference or a lot of difference, and lets them feel what's already occurring and feel what's now occurring. Let them see how the shade they were wearing before may not have matched well to how well it matches now. Never say the word facial. The word facial gives the wrong impression when booking, and then you feel guilty putting on half their face, and then you're unable to do your teaching job rather than your selling job. When we say facial, people assume they're going to be laying back in a chair and a licensed cosmetologist is going to be taking care of them. That is not what this is. I call it a healthy skincare pampering session. A healthy skincare pampering session. And that's exactly what it is. This flip chart reduces your time. Looking at my notes here. Time spent at a party saves a ton of time on the back end. When you do a great full circle party, you're not going to have to go out there and lead generate as much. You're not going to have to go out there or spend time on the phone making booking calls when you walk away with the parties on your books. For every party you book, it saves you a half hour of call time. Isn't that awesome to think of? As a matter of fact, a professional, in my opinion, if you really want to make a full-time business out of this, you want to have 3.5 hours of booking time to be able to book the amount of parties, to hold and then coach the amount of parties that are going to operate to the level of driving a free car and making a 6-figure income and beyond. However, for every one of those bookings at a party, I get to shave off a half hour of the outside call time if my books are already with 10 or more parties at them. That's just a little side tip. The middle is all about allowing her to sell herself and about expanding your referrals. So that's the main point of the middle. Letting her try the product, selling herself, and you expanding your referral network by playing the referral game. What most consultants want to know is this part. But again, the products the details of the products are not what's going to build your entire business. Do you want to be knowledgeable? Absolutely. So I would take your informational packet, your online product information, and read about 1 to 2 skincare products every night to get familiar. Open those products and feel them on the back of your hand. But at the party, it's really about putting on half their face. It's not critical to know every detail about every ingredient. Your answer can be, I don't know, but I will find out. And then you go to find out by looking up on InTouch or calling the 800 number for the licensed dermatologist that the company has on hand to help serve you. And then get back with her accurate answer. People respect when you say, I don't know, but I will find out, and then follow up. Since they are looking at themselves and experiencing the skincare, and then you tell them a little along the way and give them confidence in the background of the company itself, you're going to find that the sale of the product can actually be quite simple. It's less expensive than department store brands, a little bit more than drugstore, but we last twice as long. So you also have a product of value and a recession-proof product. Because wouldn't you agree? Women wash their face even in bad economy. You've got to open the product. That's the other part. Put it on half their face and then open it for yourself. I can't overemphasize this. You've got to use it. We have a saying, sell one, you'll use one, you'll sell a ton. Save one, you'll sell none. Save one, you'll sell none. Use one, you'll sell a ton. So use the only one you might have. It is going to pay you in dividends. In our Wild National area, we do have a Selfies and Selling promo where you get a kickback for opening your own products and, for heaven's sakes, being your own best customer, because you are now the president and CEO of your own company. Don't send somebody else to buy a mascara at some drugstore or department store that's not Mary Kay because they loved your lashes, and on and on. Less is more. Less is more. I used to show everyone everything and realize that the sales actually increase when you have precise bundles with no makeup. The secret to a shopping experience is focusing in on what is most important, and that's the foundation of the face where makeup can be buildable on great skincare. And if you start to put color on there, it can distract from the most important thing, and people get overwhelmed. Skincare is your number one focus and the reason they will stay with you. So I will only show blush and gloss at that very first appointment, and I'm going to tell you more why as we go through this process. Let me see what my notes are saying here. I apologize. Oh, yes. So test panels. Test panels are a great way to start to build your confidence. Ask people to be a part of your test panel in your first 30 faces, 60 faces, and 90 faces. By the end of that, your confidence can grow. I remember feeling like I wasn't sure if this was the best, and so I was up front with them. Listen, I'm not positive. All I know is it's the best loved brand. All I know is it has a fantastic reputation. All I know is that it is starting to work for me and some people that I know, and so I would love to invite you to be a part of my test panel and give your honest opinion and collect them, and your confidence will grow. I recommend that you read through this chart at least 4 to 6 times outside of the party. Like anything that's new, practice outside of the game makes a great game. Practice outside of your job makes you more effective at your job. How do you handle the queen at the second pampering session? We started in on the skincare, and we haven't talked about a second pampering session with a queen. I'm going to give you my personal, Roya Mattis, not the only way to do it, but my personal way that I love to do it. So if she's coming in for a second pampering session, she's already done skincare, she's already loved the skincare, and now she's going to try color, or she's going to try the next level of anti-aging. If it's color, here's how it would go. I place her, when I set up the trays, I place her at my dominant side. For me, I'm right-handed, so I can easily reach her. I do allow, I I don't allow more than 2 people to do glamour at any one of my skincare classes. I just feel like they don't get the attention that they deserve, and it makes me feel scattered. So if I'm going to do a second person, she will be on my other side, right at the front of the table, so I can access them quickly. I would have pre-selected up to 3 looks that she can choose from, as I mentioned before. I give her the paint by number sheet, which you will find in the glamour section of our family website, and it literally shows eye shapes and numbers of where to place things. Easy as that. And then I put the shadow samples, or I take it out with a spatula and lay it in order on her tray, 1, 2, 3, so she can go number 1 eyeshadow goes here, number 2 goes there, etc. You're going to see a live skincare class, so you can see exactly how I do this. I just want to kind of verbally walk you through it. And I advise you to watch 3 live skincare classes in your local area, 1 from a sales director or adopted sales director, 1 from the queen of sales for that week, and another powerful person in the area that's been recommended or has done national quota sales 1 or more times. Go watch her skincare class. And then watch our videos. Okay, so I have so she will choose prior to the party starting which makeup look she wants to do. I set it in her tray. She's been coached ahead of time to have washed and moisturized and primed her face prior to my arrival. She will not have done foundation because now she gets a customized foundation shade option from the matte wear, luminous wear, or mineral powder foundations, where she did CC before. All right. If she didn't buy anything at all, then I will verbally walk her through washing her face with the product that I bring while I'm setting up to get her to the point of makeup by the time that people come. If she is doing the glow step, I place the supplements in order of application, and I may have some printed photos of what before and after photos of what they do, which you can find under our skincare class portion of our family website, or also on Mary Kay In Touch, or quite frankly on the World Wide Web. I'm going to take you through a little bit more about that second pampering session glam as I proceed through this process a little bit more. Perhaps I'll actually say it to you right now. Okay, so let me just share with you a couple more tips while we're on this subject. I only instruct 3 personalized tips to a queen. Why? Professional makeup artists, and I've asked a ton of them over a decade in this business, what do they do when they teach people glamour, when they're applying glamour, and then they give tips? They all have said, I give 2 to 3 tips max, because after that, a woman either glazes over or she's just going to go ahead and do her own routine anyway out of habit. So every professional artist gives up to 3 tips. This is standard practice. So when she gets through the paint by numbers portion, and she's primed her eyes, she's primed her lips, she does the paint by numbers eyeshadow. Now it's time for the eyeliner. I ask her, when you get to the eyeliner, give me a little wave or a tap, and I will pause for a queen moment. So wherever I am in the skincare class, I'll go, okay, everybody, we're going to pause for a queen moment. Then I turn and I give her an eyeliner tip. Pause for a queen moment. I give her a mascara tip, lip liner tip, and that is it. She's going to get, and what are my eyeliner, mascara, and lip liner tip? This is congruent with makeup artists, 3 tips. These are the 3 that I give, and only what I give at her glamour session. So I think you can learn this in 2 seconds. Are you ready? Eyeliner tip. I ask her to line her eyes, but it's about 1 centimeter out from the edge of her eyes. I ask her to pull it up a little bit away from the line, away from her actual lid direction. Most people's eyelids form down, and when you follow the lid all the way down, you can create a look of a droop, a sag, or a tired eye, versus if you just stop about 1 centimeter out and go straight out or a little bit up, it's the illusion of a more awake, lifted, more youthful looking eye. Next tip, the mascara tip. 2 coats at minimum. The first coat, she's going to wiggle at the base, and then she's going to wiggle all the way to the end. It's a thickening technique. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle all the way to the end. Don't stop till you get to the end. It's the thickening technique. Next coat, take the end of the mascara wand and with that extra mascara at the tip, run it along the edge of the lashes to deposit additional color there. Wiggle at the base and pull out toward the ear, making a Bambi doe-like look appearance. Whatever's remaining, they do on their lower lash, and that is my mascara tip. Lip liner tip, super simple. Some women avoid lip liner, and boy, oh boy, can lip liner be an added benefit. Oprah Winfrey says it takes 3 things to make a great lip look, and she's right. Lip liner, lipstick, and gloss. A lip liner can define the lips, it can make it fuller, can make it look smaller, and it certainly makes the lip look last longer. So rather than just lining the lips and then people are left with a line around their mouth, here's my lip liner tip. Simply line the lips like normal and then fill in all of the lip until the center pout. Leave the center pout empty here and here to make a fuller appearance. If she wants a more shrunk appearance, line just inside the lip and do the similar fill in. And she might want to then fill in the center of her lip as well if she doesn't want to shine the center. What's going to happen when she leaves the center blank, it will create a fuller, poutier, more luscious looking lip. So now you're an expert in teaching glamour at our skincare classes. Why touch their face? Well, let's get into it. So in the very beginning, when I had them clean their face beforehand, we had them touch their face with the back of their hand and write down what they felt and saw in the mirror prior to using our skincare. This will be your money-making spot. Don't avoid this portion. This is critical for going back and seeing to remind them what they saw and felt on their skin before putting Mary Kay to the test. All right, touching the face with the back of the hand, super important. Real visuals is also super important. Having your full-size product not smudged up and not scrunched up, but looking like it's full and brand newish at your table will make a major difference. So when I talk about the cleanser, I would hold up the cleanser. When I'm talking about the day and the night solution, I'm not just going to point here. I'm going to bring them up, and I'm going to hold them, and I'm going to show them, and I'm going to romance them, and I'm going to make sure that people see how fabulous the packaging can be and imagine basically holding it for themselves in their own bathroom. You double your results by actually showing the product along with the visuals. Side note, why say some things about the product why say things about the product while they're doing it on their face at the same time? So you're going to see in the flip chart, I say, okay, guys, get started while I continue sharing more. You want to give them an action piece and eyes off of you for a moment. You move the party along, and then we found we're able to give a little bit more scoop about the product and the technique while they're performing, because then we're doubling up our time. We're doing an action while we're sharing at the same time. I've also found a time saver to be during the party just to make sure the queen handles the tickets, or if you have somebody there assisting at your party, the assistant handles the tickets. You are not in charge. Don't monitor who gets the tickets, who says second pampering session first if it comes close. Just let the ticket handler do it, and you're able to then clip along with the party and move it at pace. All right, so simply read the back of the flip chart, and then there's some tips in there as well, and then we go on to the moisturizer, and you're holding the product while talking about the moisturizer, and then go on to the next. Now, the more you read about these products and touch and feel them yourself, the more of an expert you're going to become. You're going to be able to recommend the other formulas we have as well. Please don't only know about Time-Wise, because Time-Wise, as you knew, for me personally, doesn't work for everybody. So get to know our other lines. That Time-Wise is a great place to start. Eyes. I added eyes into this flip chart. Why? My goodness, so many reasons. Eyes can be the first place on the face to show signs of aging. Face product is not to be used on the eyes. And you'll see why in your flip chart. Also, if somebody just went out and they purchased skincare, for example, they didn't necessarily just purchase eye care too. So if you're only showing facial products, you may miss out on some people that could become great customers as time goes on. And this is a consumable product, eye care, and they can continue to be repeat clients if you will just introduce them to something they can fall in love with. When I show the eye product, oh, I apologize, I didn't bring my Indulge with me, so I'm going to pretend this is Indulge. When I show my product, I show Indulge first and firming eye cream second, and I literally tap them together. Hear that noise? It helps grab people's attention and shows that it works best together. Imagine this is Indulge Eye Gel. Why do I show Indulge? Because I found that results are enhanced dramatically by quenching the thirsty eye with the Indulge Eye Gel that infuses 130% more moisture, boom, instant upon application, and then allows your firming to time release properly. Now you may substitute this with a repair eye cream with the Indulge, etc. This is just an example. This particular flip chart is showing the firming eye cream. Feeling their face at the end, don't skip that part. You may be tempted. Now it's time to feel with both sides of their face what a difference instantly it can make by putting the product on that half of the face only. It's imperative that you give them all at least 30 seconds to compliment each other, because they help each other see changes in the skin. Women, especially, people are their own worst critics, so they won't always see what other people see. And who doesn't love a compliment? Let them share the difference with each other. And then after eyes comes the gift of friendship. So I'm going to close with this part and just make a comment on blush and gloss before the one-on-one consultation. So after we do eyes in this flip chart, we're going to pause and do gift of friendship, because I don't want to finish the skincare completely and make people that are in a hurry think that they're done. I'm leaving them purposefully wanting more, doing the referral game, and then finishing up their skincare. All right. So we don't want to finish the complete look. Let me go back here. So we've done the moisturizer, we've done eyes. I'm not giving them foundation until after I do referrals, and now they get to do finish. Because what's the purpose of a party? Sell sets, get referrals, book next appointments, and meet your next business partners. So I got to leave them wanting for more. And then, as I mentioned, the foundation is the last thing that I do for the skincare, for the pampering. And then I do allow them to either do blush and gloss there really quick, or they do it their one-on-one consultation. Let me tell you why I choose blush and gloss as the glamour options. It promotes customization at the second pampering session, and people love the word customization. Leaving the eyes alone instead of using mascara allows me the freedom to feel confident to not do makeup. Because when I show the eye makeup remover, I do it on the back of the hand. I do give them an option to do their eyes if they want, but I'm very clear that we're doing nothing with the eyes. It's a cost saver. I don't have to buy a wand for every person at the party, and then I have to dip it in to make sure that it's sanitary. Gloss, I can smudge into their tray. Cotton ball, I can smudge onto a cotton round, or I can leave samples and I'm good to go, and anybody can place that on. They can put it on by themselves. I don't have to stand there. I can go to the one-on-one consultations and they're good to go. I give one tip for blush, and I just tell them, put 2 fingers next to your nose. Don't bring the color any closer than 2 fingers from your nose. Blend into the hairline and pull forward. Put gloss on as normal. Then I may put some Temptation products in the center of the table to keep them entertained. And of course, I'll show you at the table close the paperwork I would love for them to fill out. Next time, we're going to go into closing it like a pro. So I'm going to spend the last of the time sharing with you the referrals. And then you're going to also see in here, I did take extra time making bullet points that were not in the original flip chart regarding some customized product, one-liners about each to help you sell those enhanced skincare products. and help people by sharing those. Okay, so after the eyes, we'll say to them, are you loving your skin so far? See how I'm saying it? Are you loving your skin so far? And I'm touching my face. Therefore, they will touch their face. Have you learned something new? Great. We have one more step for protection and a flawless finish. Just real quick, we're going to pause to play a game now. This is called the Fabulous Game because you are looking and feeling fabulous right about now, right? So now, I'm going to give you the opportunity to gift this feeling of fabulous to women in your life. They will also get free money to spend because you chose them, and it will cost you absolutely nothing. Do you see how I paused at that? It will cost you absolutely nothing. You're seriously going to get the Best Friend of the Year award. I say that really quick, really flippantly. Okay, grab your cell phone. Make sure it's still on silent. Pause while they get it. I'm going to pass out the Fabulous Sheet games, which you will find on our skincare class section on our family website. Or you can, of course, if you're not in our family website, Google it on the World Wide Web. All right? I'm going to pass out the Fabulous Game Sheets. The only thing to write right now, this is where, you guys, I'm creating a sense of urgency. The only thing you're going to write right now is your first and last name and today's date, which is. Your first and last name and today's date, which is. But don't start filling out yet. It's going to be erased. Don't start filling out yet. It's going to be erased. I'm creating a buildup, a sense of urgency, adding anticipation, all very important. You're going to get 3 minutes to write as fast as you can because we can't wait. You're going to get 3 minutes to write as fast as you can because we can't let you give it to everyone on the planet. So at the end of the 3 minutes, the person with the most gifts given with the names and numbers gets 10 tickets. OMG. The runner-up gets 5. But just know that the ticket fairy will be bouncing around during the game, blessing you with tickets too. Okay, so here are the roles. Hold your fingers up to count. She's got to be fabulously kind or positive, over 18, or you can say over 21 if you prefer, in drivable distance, that's not already sitting in this room so that we can service her, and does not have a Mary Kay consultant as far as you know. All right? She can also serve, this can also serve as your guest list for your second pampering session. They say, Queen. Okay, you're jotting down names and numbers of the gifts you're giving. Everybody clear? Ready, set, go. And then you can set a timer, or I like to play the Happy song by Farrell, because, so happy, da, 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 da. Okay, I'm so great at that. Anyway, then it's playing, it's timing, it's a little bit longer than 3 minutes, so you can watch it or not, and toss out tickets, and now you get to clean up a little bit, and throw away the disposables they won't need anymore, and you're shouting out, okay, 2 more minutes, okay, 30 seconds, so you're counting down, and once you get to 10 seconds, if they're still writing furiously, give them a few extra seconds. Let the game play, all right? Otherwise, you're going 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, ding, ding, ding. Okay, everyone, put your pens down. Yay. Now this is how we're going to find out the winner. If you have at least one name on your page, you can tell them to stand up or raise their hand. Raise your hand so we can clap wildly for you. And you start clapping. Woo-hoo! Okay. If you have 5 or more names, keep standing or keep your hand up. Yay! If you have 10 or more, remain standing and continue until the last person remains. Make sure they have first and last names on the page and the numbers, and then collect them. All right? If they're not complete yet, collect them anyhow. When you sit down with her, the one-on-one consultation, see if she can finalize it up real quick. Or if she's like, oh, can I add right here? Let her add right there, and just you're having them bring it to you in the one-on-one consultation. You end with saying, you guys are such givers. Give yourselves a big round of applause. Hooray! Now, one more thing I'm going to add in there that's not written that you might want to write in that I've always done that seems to be helpful. I know we're going to say, get ready, get set, go, and then we play a song. If your song is not going on, if you don't have it on, just start out with, or you're not going to play one, just start out with the Jeopardy tune. Dun, 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 dun. Why? I want to fill the room with white noise, either the song that I have or this that I'm playing, to keep conversations from the naysayers or the skeptics. Like, is she going to call them? I don't know if I want to call them. If somebody is not filling it out, don't draw all the attention to that somebody. Remember, pay attention to what you want to have grow. Create the enthusiasm and the excitement. And if somebody is sitting there and quietly putting their pen down, you can just simply go down and kneel to them and say, hey, did you have some questions for me? They might say, well, I don't feel comfortable giving my friends' names and numbers out. Listen, don't worry at all whatsoever. I do want to share with you that I'm in the business of making sure other people feel amazing. And the last thing I would want to do is to offend them and therefore offend you and then lose you as a customer and never gain them as a customer. So they're simply getting a choice of free pampering, or they can be part of your guest list, and they will get a free gift certificate because you chose them if they get together with me independently. I just give them a choice. It's totally up to them, okay? And then I just kind of go, so go ahead. So you can jot down if you'd like, and then I go on and I pay attention to everybody else of what they're doing and cheer them on. So I hope that's been helpful for you. Just envision the pens flying and the people racing, and they're giggling and having fun, and you're going to walk away with tons and tons of referrals. I have never been without people to call. There is skin everywhere. How many people have skin? That's right. Everybody. And you're in a product, in a business that is recession proof. So open your mind to the skin all around you. There's many, many, many different ways to meet people. Your sales director will partner with you to help you. If you're in our family, you can go under the lead generation section, and there's all these different ways of meeting, and the referrals at the party is going to be one of your significant ways. All right, well, that was plenty for today. Next time, we're going to close it like a pro. So I will see you back. You've led up to all this point to give them an opportunity to take home this product and feel this great every single day. I hope you've enjoyed this time as much as I have. Keep going. Keep playing. You don't have to wait to be great. You just have to get started and have some fun. Bye for now. Hey.